We're back again. Boys, it's Tuesday, or at least it is when I'm filming, and it's just a nice day out. Nothing particularly sunny, but it's nice and clear. And something that I haven't done with this car that I really want to, is I think it's time to give it a bath. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to go ahead and start off by just pulling the car out into the driveway and just giving it a good wash. There's a couple things we need to do first. So first off, we need to clean up the engine bay. I think every episode I say we need to clean up the engine bay, but I keep making more and more messes. I need to put the screws and stuff back on the strut towers, pop the pod filter over the air intake. It'll put us in limp mode again, but it's no big deal there. Clean it up, move stuff off the roof, move stuff off the back, put that in, close the trunk, roll up the windows, roll it out, and let's give it a wash. So I'm gonna set you guys up on a little bit of time lapse and let's pull it out in the garage. Well, new update. So when it's going on to crank, when I'm turning the key, it's not cranking. It's not really even making a noise at all. It did once, like the starter made one click and then didn't go. I thought it was because I didn't turn the fuel pump on, but then now the starter won't click at all. So I'm gonna just do a bit of diagnosing, kind of run through all my wires, make sure my connections are good, pull off the bottom panel and just check, make sure the ECU is getting all the wires plugged in, and then hopefully we can get this pulled out because the weather's looking good now, guys. I mean, if you're not from Oregon, you won't get how awesome this is, especially for being early April. Usually it's just pouring buckets right now, and that's what the weather says. So I really want to get out and watch this. All right, I think I found the problem. So I went and just tested all the connections. Inside the ECU were good, so that area is great. I mean, I took out the panel and now I got to put it back up, which isn't a big deal. But what I realized is, or what I didn't realize I found out, is I went to test the starter signal wire. I just gave it a light little tug. Nothing hard, it should have stayed right in and it just immediately popped out. So what I'm thinking is it wasn't on that connection all the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna push the car out because I can't really jack it up when it's this low. Is a big problem. So another thing we gotta make is a little ramp for it. So we're gonna go ahead and push it out. I can connect the battery and roll up the windows. We're still gonna give it a wash. I was just hoping to drive it out because that would have been really cool. But let's just go ahead and pull it out and get it a wash now. That looks so good out there. Found another issue though. Something's leaking. Gotta figure out what that is. Not entirely sure, which is also not good. I couldn't really look under the car before, so hopefully getting this up on ramps will be great. I'm gonna go ahead and sweep this all out first before we have too many issues, or before we push the car back in, get it all cleaned up, and then enjoy the montage. So let's just get rolling.
I think it's all angels just walk by. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a soul. Now there goes a sight from my
It's about an hour and a half later, and we have got the car washed and up on jack stands now. So this was the part I was least looking forward to, is getting the car out because it takes for heckin' ever. Carlos came over, he's an absolute legend, and he's taking off the cowl right here because we have got to get to this latch because the hood's not latching all the way down. It shuts, but it doesn't latch. It's kind of like if you pop it and you can do the other thing and pop it pop, it's up. Anyway, that's out. And so what we also have to do is we got to make the mounts for the power steering reservoir, fix all the hoses that are kind of going all bunk all over the place, and then get fluid in the brakes because that's just preferable. Yeah, it is. Anyway, that's really about that. We're gonna go ahead and start by working on getting the latch fixed first, and then once we do that, we shall move on from there. We got it fixed. So the issue was this one spring in here was attached on this side, and this side thing, little pin where it connects, was all the way up here, which made it nearly impossible to get that spring back on. It sucked, to say the least, but we got it, and now the hood closes and opens all the way. It's one issue done for the day. Now let's move on to the next one, which is connecting the starter pin back up. All right, my screen's half broken, so I have no idea really what you can see, and I've had an awkward taco's angle, but I think there's a connection right there in the middle of your screen that maybe you can make the outline of, and that's just came disconnected, so we're gonna connect it. That's the whole story. I'll see you on top. All right, we got that plug back on. and battery's connected. We're gonna go ahead and try to give this a quick start and see how it works out for us. Where's my keys? Ah, center console, so I won't forget where they are. What? There's no go. No soundo. Aw. Oh, wait. On the bright side. It reminds me of the Jetsons, dude. That's pretty dope. Well, that's a colossal bummer. So as you can tell, the car didn't start there, so it means that starter thing's not the issue, which is a little bit of a bummer, which means we're gonna have to do more diving. But since we have Carlos here, we're gonna go ahead and get all the brakes on. He's down there chilling, because we realized also that
something wasn't tightened.
Once again. So same thing with like the oil, and we had oil leaking everywhere and he didn't tighten everything. We repeated that issue again with the brake line. So that's all my fault. So Carlos is being a legend, tightening it up, and we're gonna get that all done and then just go ahead and pump all the brake fluid in. So plus side is, it does look like it's only this one wheel. So yeah. So Carlos took off and I had to go to track anyway, which is why he did. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a break from the brakes. We had some issues with the hose being a little too big, so we're not sure if we pumped out all the bubbles, but we're not sure if we're sealing, if when we sealed any came in or whatever. Anyway, we're taking a break from that. He took off. I came back. I'm in a bit of a cleaning mood, so I already polished and waxed the windshield to try to make it as smooth as possible, or clean it off as much as possible. It helped a good amount. It's a lot clearer than before, but the biggest issue that we need cleaning wise is the engine bay. So it's still really dirty, and since I'm in the mood, I'm probably just going to spend the rest of the night just making this look nice, or making it look better. There's no perfect way to make it. So I'm just going to go ahead and set you guys up. I'm kind of feel like I'm a little bit tired of talking right now, and I'm sure you guys are tired of listening to me. So I'm just going to set you guys up, and we're just going to go ahead and clean this. And there'll be a lot done. You'll kind of just see everything that happens, and hope you guys enjoy.
There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight from my soul. I think it's all angels just walk by. 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 There goes a sight from my soul.